Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Debbie. This is my Crafty Dan, and this is this week's Midnight Whip and Chat. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. I'm really glad you can join me today. I hope you have your work in progress and that you're going to work right along with me today. So yeah, for you guys that are new, this is a work in progress, so that's why it's called a whip and chat. And the whole point of today's video is that we can get together for an hour or so once a week and do a little diamond painting together without, a lot of us are alone right now. I'm alone right now. I live in New Brunswick, and my husband is working in Ontario and doesn't get to come home till the end of his season, which hopefully is going to be sometime around the middle of November. Oh gosh, guys, I can't wait. Yeah, I've been here since March. I've made a couple trips out to see him when the COVID allowed it, after I had my vaccines and I was traveling safe. But yeah, guys, yeah, it's been a long season, a long spring, summer, and fall, which are the months that he can work in. And so he went back to Ontario as soon as the COVID allowed them to go back to work. So last March, Ontario went into its first lockdown. I think it was last March. I'm pretty sure it was last March. Ontario went into its first, lockdown, and they put a temporary ban on a lot of construction work as well. So, yeah, it had to be a new construction, I think, to be allowed to keep working. And at that point in time, my husband was working in a few cottages that were renovations. He's a tile guy. Yeah, those awesome bathrooms that they do now that are all different tiled patterns and, ceiling to floor marble luxury, marble and ceramic, and yeah, those types of things. And he's really good at what he does, and he's been doing it for many years, so he's in high demand. And he's working, guys, working really hard, so that he can come back and spend a few months with me. He's got a few years left before he retires, and yeah, so I'm alone, and I'm alone a lot. I have two sons that live in New Brunswick as well, but the closest one is an hour. The other one is between 2 and 3 hour drive away. So I don't get to go see them like every weekend. It's a long drive for me. And the one son has a homestead, and he can't just leave his animals for any reason, basically. There's a lot of work to do on a homestead. They have the four-legged creatures as well as geese and chickens, and I have my rabbits. I raise some rabbits, so I do the breeding end of it and the organizing end of it. Now he does, well, not just him. I mean, my granddaughter and my daughter-in-law are terrific. So everybody helps out and makes sure that the bunnies are fed and watered, and I go down every few weeks and get to do the hands-on stuff. So I'm not raising rabbits for pets, guys. These are freezer animals. They feed us. So when the technical part comes, that's when I get involved. you know, trying to get these things to have litters and raise young so that we can have meat for the freezer. So yeah, I don't, and you know, don't hate on me for it. I mean, all of us eat. Yeah, so I get the odd comment of people that say, like, how can you do that? It's a bunny. Well, it's livestock, guys. It's livestock. I do treat my bunnies with the utmost care and respect, and you know, as they do with all of their animals. Everything on the farm is livestock in some form or another. I mean, if the chickens aren't laying eggs, they don't have a place. If it's not something that we can eat or sell on a little homestead, it doesn't have a place. And that's just the truth of it. So yeah. So what has everybody been doing this week? I did a little bit of decorating for fall and Halloween. Put some of my Halloween stuff out. And I'm not doing a ton of Halloween decorating, just enough that once Halloween is over, I can take it down and transition to fall and, you know, get ready for the Christmas season. I don't put anything Christmassy up technically until after Remembrance Day, which is November the 11th. So, yeah, my Halloween stuff likes to come down for the 1st of November, the day after Halloween, and I do fall and a little bit of Remembrance Day. Just the odd little item in my house. You know, lest we forget. Yeah. And then I transitioned from that right straight into Christmas. So when is it too early to decorate for Christmas, guys? I noticed on my Facebook this morning that somebody had said that they put up their tree and they said, don't judge me. It's just been so dreary. It's actually a great niece. So, yeah. Don't judge me. I have my Christmas tree up because I was feeling blue and needed something to cheer me up. And you know what? That's okay, guys. If I had my tree up, I'd have it decorated for Halloween. I've just seen that a little bit recently on YouTube, and a few, you know, trees that were decorated for Halloween on Pinterest. And yeah, guys, people are decorating trees for Halloween, which I think is kind of cool, because as long as your tree itself isn't black, you could just undecorate it, transition to a tree with just lights, and then completely decorate it for Christmas. That would be great. And I do know people that put trees up for many of the holidays. Not always Christmas style trees, like not always the evergreen style trees. But yeah, they, let me move this up a little bit. It's getting too close to me. It's uncomfortable to work on. There. So if it was me, I mean, I guess it is me right now, but if I had it my way, I would have a tree up all year long, and I would decorate it for every season. I think that would be really great. And if I had a larger house, I would probably do something like that. Just because it's me and I'm a little bit weird like that, but I think it would be a great idea. Let me know in the comments if you think having a tree decorated for different seasons would be a great idea, or just absolutely a no. Absolutely a no. I I think it would be great. And I'm looking for some more of these symbols, but did I do them all? Yeah, I think a tree year round would be really, really great. I think it would be all kinds of fun, but I also think that it would need to be in the right house, the right room, and have all kinds of room. It would have to be a statement piece in the corner of a large, large room, I guess, is what I'm thinking. Because if it was, I couldn't do it here. I couldn't do it here. I don't even put a large tree up here, Christmas tree. So last year we didn't put a Christmas tree up at all. I had a very small countertop version of a tree last year. This is just a tiny house and it doesn't suit well to a large tree. But yeah, I wish it did. I wish it did because that's something. But I'm also wondering if there isn't some way that I could put up a little small tree. Something similar to having my tiered tray on my coffee bar and having it decorated for all the seasons. I don't have a mantle here, so that's out of the question. But just a small tree somewhere on top of a dresser or something like that would be kind of cute, guys. And or maybe in my craft room. In my craft room, ooh, I need that one. What number is that? 993. Yeah, maybe in my craft room, I'll think when it's all done, I'll have space for, oh, there it is. I was thinking it wasn't in my basket, but it is. I'd have room in there on top of one of the surfaces for a small tree that I could decorate because I do spend a lot of time in my, doing crafts and diamond painting and working at my little desk and things like that. So, I mean, that's the whole point. That's what I do to keep myself entertained. So maybe I'll try to incorporate something like that into my craft room. But I was thinking that I want to come up with some kind of a tree that mounts something that is three-dimensional but will hang on the wall. So I really have that thought, and I need some more of this. I really have that thought, and I'm kind of pondering on how I could do it. There's so many different ways to do something like that. But yeah, this year, if I can figure out something like that, I will actually have a tree. And that way it wouldn't take up a lot of a footprint in my small square footage. But I'd still have the option of decorating it and enjoying it. Do it with lights and decorations and the whole 9 yards. There's just because it would only be it wouldn't be full round. It would only be one side, really, that would show something like a big three-dimensional art piece. So yeah, I'm thinking out loud now, guys. I'm thinking out loud. So I think that would be really great. I'm really going to have to brainstorm that and try to come up with something that's really cool. How to have a Christmas tree in a really tight space. How to enjoy a Christmas tree. I mean, it's not like we don't have children here and the grandkids don't come here for Christmas. We usually go and see them, and not here. Like for us to do that, we'd have to go back to Ontario for Christmas, and we have no plans this year on doing that. I'm sure the husband doesn't want to do that. But we usually do go to one of the boys and spend some time there. And there's no small children involved, so you don't need that floor space that's underneath the tree for all the gifts and things like that. So yeah, guys, wow. I need some of this release paper down in this corner because I keep putting my hand down in the glue. And I don't like to do that. It tends to get debris, for want of a better word, stuck to dust. Yeah, I don't need dust and threads or lint or anything like that stuck in the glue when I'm trying to do my paintings. So this works really well for that, by the way. If you're new here, double-sided release papers, if you go on to Amazon and just search release papers, you'll come up with all different kinds of things under that heading, and you'll be able to find some small sheets of release papers for diamond painting, specifically for diamond painting. I tried to put a link last week, I think, to it in my diamond painting last week, and it's the same release papers, but when I got mine, they were on sale, and I believe I got these right around the Black Friday sale time, and I only paid like $9.99 for 100 sheets, and they're twice that much money now. So, but 100 sheets will last me a lifetime. You can take these off and reuse them as many times as you want. So consider that when you're considering the price and how easy it's going to make your life. And that goes up there. And, you know, what can you use them for as well? Some people, and I've done it as well, taken the whole plastic topping, the plastic release sheet, and it's only good on one side, which is why I don't like leaving it on, because I have no idea how I do it, but I have a tendency of getting it flipped over when I'm diamond painting and getting it stuck down really good, which isn't a great thing. So yeah. So I've been on Pinterest a lot lately, guys, and let me know down below. Do you spend time on Pinterest? I mean, that's a rabbit hole that you can fall down. If you can get, some days I can get on there and I think I'm just going to look for something to give me some ideas. And I can be stuck on there for hours, it seems, because it's one of those types of things where you click on something and then things like that come up, and you click on something there and something like that comes up. And if you do that enough times, you're not even looking at the same thing that you were looking at when you started. But you come up with so many great ideas. I do have to admit that I'm guilty of not following through to see the complete originals. I'm just a picture surfer on Pinterest. I go there mostly for the pictures, just for the ideas, because I like to recreate things in my own style, if that makes sense. So I'll see a picture of something and I just think, how can I do that? Because I'm there for the ideas. I don't want to go and steal somebody else's, exact plan. And I do like to, I mean, unless it's something really, really intricate, like a specific style of homemade journal or something like that, because those types of videos I love to go and watch. And a lot of times I don't take away anything from the video except the pleasure of being able to watch it. I've got my Bewitched cup, and it's green on the inside. And I'm drinking a really, really great pumpkin spice latte. Yeah. If you don't have yourself your drink of choice when you're sitting down to do something like this, then you're not enjoying yourself enough. I mean, yeah, coffee, tea. For me, it's this latte, glass of wine, a cocktail. Why not? Who says you can't really just enjoy yourself while you're doing your craft? That's what this is all about. So if you've joined me from watching my other videos and come on over to watch a whip and chat, and from there got your own diamond painting and decided to give it a try, let me know in the comments down below how you like it. Is it something that you're going to stick with? Is it something that was, okay, I've got myself a diamond painting, I'm done, I don't want to do this anymore? Was it stressful for you? Some people find it stressful. I find it the exact opposite. When I sit down and diamond paint, I can ignore everything else and just enjoy what I'm doing. And that's why I do it. That's why I do it. There's so few things that just allow me to forget. And I've got one of those minds, you can probably tell from my babbling, I've got one of those minds that just, it's in full drive all the time, and my thoughts never shut off. Never shut off. So even when I try to sleep at night, I can't shut off. I'm always thinking about the next thing that might be fun to do or try, or what's my next project going to be. And sometimes it's just, oh my gosh, do you guys lay in bed and wonder if the hokey pokey is really what it's all about? That just sums it up for me. The silliest things will keep me awake, guys. It's terrible. I can get into bed and rearrange my whole living room in my head and wonder, I mean, things keep me awake that aren't pressing, that aren't important, that aren't, they aren't things that should keep me awake at all. Absolutely not things that should keep me awake. Like I will lay in bed and wonder, should I put the chair in this corner or that corner? You know, where is it more functional and where does it look the best? And things like that. And I really don't care when I wake up the next morning where the heck that chair is, but it might keep me awake for ages at night. Who else is like that? Oh my gosh. And I know, I absolutely know that there's more people than me out there like that. Like, this is a real problem, guys. It's a real problem. Especially if you're going 3 or 4 days with really bad sleep nights. And so I got this. My husband got me this, right? So it's supposed to monitor your sleep and your steps and all kinds of things like that. And I've only had it a week. And I'm just getting used to having it on all the time and I leave it on at night, and it monitors. It's supposed to monitor your sleep, whether it's a light sleep, a deep sleep, or whether you've hit REM sleep or not. Mine hardly ever hits REM sleep. I mean, I don't know how much you're supposed to have a night, but if I get 10 minutes of REM, I'm having a good night, guys. And I don't dream. I know that's just a really vague thing to say, but I don't dream. It's been years. Well, ever since this this whole having trouble sleeping thing started, which is years now, I don't dream, and I can't remember. I don't even wake up going, oh gosh, I can't remember what my dream was about, because I used to do that. But now I don't. I wake up and I go, I don't think I dreamt. I haven't dreamt. I haven't woke up feeling like I've had a dream that I have forgotten, which is a normal state, I think, for most people. And I haven't woke up for years, absolutely years, wondering what I forgot from my dream, because I don't dream. And I went to a sleep clinic, and they said the exact same thing. I go to sleep, I just don't hit REM sleep. I'm a really, really light sleeper. I can remember when we had a phone, not a cordless phone either, you know, the kind that you put on your nightstand, and you got your phone and it's attached with a cord and it's beside your bed. And, you know, half the world right now is young enough that they don't remember what that is. But when I had one of those, somebody could call me at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'd answer my phone on the first ring, but I'd been asleep. Like, the phone didn't ring twice. And people would say, I didn't wake you up? Were you not sleeping? Like, usually my kids, because they wanted a ride home or something. But yeah, I'd answer on the first ring. And my husband always used to say to me, how do you do that? How can you be asleep? Because with him, if the phone's beside him and it starts to ring, it might ring 5, 6, 7 times before it wakes him up. And with me, it's just once. It's crazy, guys. I want it to take 5 or 6 rings. I want to be in that deep sleep, but it doesn't happen for me, I guess. And I do have to say that most days, you know, I still function pretty well, but there are those days when I get into that funky brain fog thing of being too tired that I can't concentrate. And you don't get through your day very well when your mind is just rambling all over the place and you can't concentrate on any specific thing. And it's just because you're tired. A little crazy, I know. So back to the Pinterest thing that I was talking about. What I've been looking for lately are new, you know, handmade Christmas decorations. I've been really thinking about doing another 12 Days of Christmas. I didn't do it last year. I think I did it the year before. And instead of doing a Christmas video where I did a whole bunch of Christmas DIYs and I filmed them and then edited them all together into one big DIY video, I put 12 through the month of November. I did 12 days where I just did one Christmas DIY, an ornament or a paper craft or something. But it was the 12 days of Christmas, and every day I tried to do something that I'd never made before. I mean, not that it wasn't out there completely, but something that I had never made before. So everything was a new try for me. So that's what I've been doing on Pinterest lately. I've been going through all the ornaments and things like that and just looking for pictures of things that I've never done or haven't thought to do, or I just want a dozen things that I can recreate myself and throw out a dozen videos in November where I just craft a Christmas thing. That means that the videos are usually 15 minutes or under, instead of, I turn on DIY Christmas right now on YouTube and I'm getting 1 hour and 2 hour, 2 hour videos, guys, where people have put all of their Christmas DIYs together in one video. But I don't have the time to sit and watch all of those things. That's sometimes why I head to Pinterest, because I can just flip. I'm just flipping through pictures and getting all kinds of ideas instead of spending an hour and a half and getting 6 DIYs. It's time for me. And sometimes I feel like I'm wasting too much time if I sit and watch YouTube videos and I'm only watching one video. If I've got an hour to sit down and watch YouTube, I want to watch multiple different things in that hour. So I might want to watch 4 or 5 DIYs in that 1 hour instead of one person. I might want to watch 4 or 5 different people, because you get a different take on everything from each different person. Yeah, I should put some more drills in here. There were a lot of these on here, a lot of this color. These colors that are in the background of this picture, I think I said that last week too. The greens and the turquoises, the blues and the not quite greens and blues and grays, all the same color tones that just blend are all through here. And it's pretty, really, really pretty. So if I'm doing a piece like this where there's a whole bunch of drills in one area and I just keep filling them in, I can chat. And as soon as I get to a spot where the drills are all peppered different colors and I have to look, I can't talk and search at the same time. I told you guys, I'm not very coordinated. Every time I sit down to diamond paint, I keep thinking to myself, you gotta get that stuff together. I have all of the stuff to make my own diamond painting glue. And I keep wondering if I can make something that is a little, I would like something that's just a little bit more tackier than this. I know it can't be really tacky because then it won't let go when I'm trying to leave it behind. So it can't be quite as tacky as the glue that's on your painting. But I'd like something that's a little tackier like this. Some of this just generic red wax. These pieces like this that come with your diamond paintings. I think that you could get you could do a better quality than that. And I don't want to order from a whole bunch of different people to see which one I like best. I'm going to experiment with the stuff. So what it says when you go on and you look, then you look up sticky wax. And from what I can gather, it's a combination of wax and resin. And resin is just, or rosin, it says sometimes, but that is a dried or semi-dried tree sap. Pine sap is what it is. So I have beeswax here, all kinds of it, because I make my own, I'll make my own salves and things like that every once in a while, or a cream or something. I don't share that because, I'm not expert at it and things like that. I think you got to go to the people that really know what they're doing to get those. But I'll go and find somebody that I really like their stuff, and then I'll follow the instructions when I'm doing a salve or an ointment or something like that, or just a hand cream. Anyway, that isn't my expertise, so I do follow somebody else. But I think with the sticky wax, I think it's something that I could experiment with. Now, the basic directions that I've got is a certain percent of wax mixed with a certain percent of resin and melted together and formed into a sticky wax. Well, I think you can play with that a little bit. And I think different types of wax will mix with the rosin differently. Different types of wax have different properties. And I think that I would love to do the scented ones. And I'm all about throwing some of those essential oils, a drop of essential oil into something for a nice scent, and colors as well. I mean, could you mix some rosin with a crayon, a melted crayon, because that's wax, right? So could you mix rosin with a melted crayon and create some wax for this? I think having it in different colors would be all kinds of fun. Or having it in colors that go with the scents. You know what I mean, guys? I'm all into experimenting and trying new things. So I just, for some reason, haven't found the time to do it lately. And I really want to try it. So maybe when the hubby gets here and I don't have to do everything in the house by myself, maybe when he gets here, I'll have more time to just play with some of my stuff. He is wonderful for helping around the house. So, and he cooks. And he doesn't mind cleaning up the kitchen either, guys. Yeah, he's a good one. The perfect roommate. So I can't wait until he's here, and then he frees up a little bit of my time so that I can play and do some other stuff. So yeah, and to get to some of my projects too. some of the things that I want to do, I can really use an extra hand to help me lift and to move stuff on the stairs. I'm not great on the stairs. And as far as moving boxes and carrying boxes and things up and down the stairs, yeah, I'm not great that way. I'm a little, with both my knees have been done. I just find the stairs, I can maneuver the stairs well on my own, but carrying things up and down the stairs isn't great for me. It's not, sometimes it's just not safe. So, and I'm in the process of wanting to move my craft room to the main floor so that I don't have to go up and down those stairs as many times through the day. And it'll free that room upstairs. And so I'm going to move my craft room to the den. It'll actually be my crafty den. And I don't think there's any more of these. Like I said, guys, I have to stop talking when I start searching. Yeah, I don't think there's any more. I was doing the Z symbol. There's one there that's not stuck down properly, though. Fix it. And yeah, so there's all kinds of things that I've been kind of waiting on some help for. And like I said, I don't like to call the boys to come and help me with things like that because it is quite a drive and they're really, really busy. There. Put that in there. It'll help keep the bottles upright. So I need another color. What shall I do next? I guess I'm just going to take this bunny and start working my way in. So I'll go to what I have the most of on the outside and down this way, which seems to be the K symbol. Which is 3760. And I have to look over here. 68. Okay. Which is right there. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, so much stuff. And you know, with the colder weather coming, I can start working on a lot of these indoor projects too. So there's some of these way up there. So let's grab them first. So yeah, I was really surprised with Amazon I haven't ordered anything off of Amazon for a while except for a few planner stickers. Or not, they were Etsy, they weren't Amazon. So I haven't ordered anything that was to come to my door. Let's put it that way. And all of my recurring monthly subscriptions come at the beginning of the month. And so this big box came a couple weeks ago. And I had mentioned being at my dad's and they had gotten a really cool toaster oven that had an air fryer built into it. So it was a toaster oven, air fryer, a broiler, had different settings on it. And it's a really cool air fryer. And it was Black & Decker, which is a really good name. So I was telling my husband that when I visited Dad, that they had this new appliance and it was really cool. So when I got back home, that was when I visited Ontario. When I got back home, and I was home for a couple of weeks, and this order comes in and gets sat on my step, and I wondered what the heck it was. Well, he had ordered me the air fryer, which I really like, by the way. I've put my toaster off my counter. I have one of those smaller air fryers that just puts stuff and then it goes around in a circle. But anytime I try to do something frozen in that, all the batter comes off the outside. And I mean, for me, the air fryer is supposed to take the place of deep frying. And if all the stuff comes off of the stuff when you're cooking it, it's not doing its job very well. So I used that air fryer, but I didn't like it that much. And yeah, so he sent me this thing. So all my smaller appliances have been put away off my counter. And the only thing that I have on my counter now is my bread box and my toaster oven. It just takes the place of so many different things. Well, so then it was a couple of weeks after that, I got another order, and it was my Fitbit thingy, whatever this thing is called. So I'm just getting used to using it, but it's really cool. It's really, yeah. Yeah, I know he worries that I sit at my desk too long and do stuff like this, and I don't get up and move around. And yeah, I do too much paper crafting and diamond painting and things like that. But I'm trying, and this thing will remind me that it has a sedentary setting, that it will remind me every hour to get up, and it just went off a little while ago. So get up and move around, and which is really good. And it reminds me to drink my water. So I've actually drank my quota of water. I've had this for about a week. I've actually drank my quota of water every day since I've had it, which is really, really good, because I'm terrible with not drinking enough. Especially in the hot weather. Oh my gosh, guys. I just keep thinking to myself, I'll get a drink soon. I'll get a drink soon. And pretty soon half the day's gone by and I haven't gotten a drink yet. I'm terrible that way. Just terrible. That's why when I'm doing my planner, I'm constantly putting things in my planner, trying to remind me to drink enough water, to stay hydrated. And if I'm using my planner properly, I'm looking at the things that I have to do, and I'm going and doing them, and then I'm not looking at my planner. So yeah, it's having this thing on my arm and beeping every hour saying, don't forget to drink water. It's like having an annoying spouse around. I think that was his idea, that he could be here and help me out when he actually isn't here. Normally, he'll just bring me a drink of water if I'm doing something. And yeah, when he's here, he takes way better care of me than I take care of me. It's terrible. I'm terrible. Yeah. So I just wanted to check the time and make sure this video wasn't going over too far. And it's not. It's not, hasn't gone over yet. The last couple of weeks I've uploaded a little over an hour, which is okay. But I don't want it to start getting, I don't want it to start getting huge. It takes a long time for me to upload a larger video. Oh, that quiet. There. Move back over here. Go around this way. I have got to the place where I'm looking for this, and they're scattered all over now. So, yeah. What's the matter, boo? Eh? What's the matter? Aw, my little pup decided he needed his ears scratched. Didn't ya? Yeah. He says, Mommy's not paying attention to me. I better get right up here on her lap and let her know that I'm still here. Gosh. I just had to put my puppy outside. Yeah. He loves being outside. I have him on a lead right at the front door because he loves to, he barks a little bit, but he's not bad. The only time he really barks at anybody is if somebody's walking. We don't have sidewalks, but if somebody's walking really close to the curb on our side of the street, as soon as they get right in front of the house, he'll bark a few times, and then he weighs 12 pounds, guys. He weighs between 12 and 14 pounds. So he'll growl, and he gets this grrr, really, he tries to make this deep growl, but he sits down and he sits back around the corner of the railing on the front deck, and he growls. And I'm sure that it's just his way of saying, don't come any nearer. Because if it's anybody really close to the house, he won't bark at them. I think he's too afraid of attracting their attention. He's quite the little watchdog, though. He's really cute. And most of the neighbors just laugh. And they know he has a large dog complex. He thinks that he's a large dog. But really, he's just terrified of everything. Wow. Huh. I might have to move it down the painting to the next little section to find more of these. I think there's more down this way. Oh, yes. There's a lot of them coming down this way. So I'm just going to move down to this corner and start working my way up. There, that's better. Yeah, like I said, I can't chew gum and walk at the same time. So if I'm looking for symbols, I can't talk. Oh, gosh. Yeah. I kind of need to know where they are to be able to do this. So, yeah, doing two things at the same time, not my specialty. I'm not a multitasker. I'm more the I got up in the morning and I did my dishes. But while I was doing the dishes, I thought about the pantry, and I went and started to clean the pantry. But when I was cleaning the pantry, I found a book. So then I decided I better go and tidy up the bookshelf and sort the books out. And while I was doing that, one of the books reminded me about something else. So I had to go. That's my life, guys. That's my life. At the end of the day, I've exhausted. I've done so much stuff and I have not gotten anything done. That's why desktop crafting is good for me, because I can get things finished in a single setting. Sitting, setting, sitting. A single sitting. Yeah. So I'm going to wrap this up shortly. I'm going to have to go let him back in a minute. So I'm going to wrap this up. I think this is going to be the last color that I'm going to do right now. You know, as always, guys, go on over to my Facebook page and share your diamond paintings with me there if you would like. Or if you're on Instagram, just tag me at my crafty Dan. And I'd love to see what you're working on. I'd love to see what you're working on. So yeah, post it on Instagram and tag me at my crafty Dan. And I will be able to see what you're doing. So, yeah, I'm going to finish. He's at the door now. So I'm just going to say bye-bye for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed our visit today. And I was quite rambly, I think. Don't know if I made any sense at all. I know I don't stay on one topic for very long, so sorry about that. And I will see you all next week if I don't see you in a video sooner than that, or if you don't see me in a video sooner than that. So bye-bye for now, everybody. Stay safe and stay healthy, and see you later.